Hello my lovelies, how are you all? Well, I hope. So I'm back today with another little quickie. Today the subject is how to stay sane if you're isolating or if you're working from home, because a lot of people are trying to work from home now. And I'm going to touch a little bit on the schools thing, even though at the moment our schools are still functioning. So, as I was saying in that previous video, one of my reasons for sharing this is because at the moment I'm not working as a nurse and I really want to be. So I thought it would be a great idea in the meantime for me to share some of my experiences working with families who are isolated on wards. Obviously it's a bit different because those I'm talking about really poorly children, but some of the principles do cross over. So let's talk about how not to go mad when you're in isolation. I think, and this is something we talk about to all our families when they first arrive, because we know that for the majority of them, they're going to be with us for quite some time. Probably, in most cases, at least a month. So the one thing we always say straight away is try to have a routine, and try to have a routine here that's as close as possible to your routine at home. Now, of course, that's, I can't get comfy today. Of course, that's all, you know, with all the provisos of everything that's going on. But I do think it's good advice for us all now who may have to be self-isolating or working from home, or if there's some sort of lockdown and you can't get to work, whatever it is, try to either stick to a routine or develop a routine that's as close as possible to your normal routine. Part of that is, well, a large part of that is for your sanity, to keep your life as normal as possible during an extraordinary time. So for instance, let's say you're working from home. I mean, I covered isolation a little bit in the last video, but let's say you're working from home. If you can, try to make a separate area of the home that's your desk, that's your work desk. So you all know by now, I live in a studio flat, it's fairly small. So I have a desk in the kitchen, that's my typing, writing, all that kind of stuff. And then I've got my table in the living room, the studio part of the flat, where I do my sewing, what have you. I do a little bit of work on the sofa, but never mind. So yes, try to make a separate area that is your work desk. If you normally work from 9 till 5 each day, and that's how you think you're going to be working for the foreseeable future. For example, if your business is still trying to maintain a 9 to 5 existence, so you get up in the morning, 7 o'clock, whatever time. What would your normal day be if all of this wasn't going on? Get up, have a shower, have your breakfast, commute to work, get to work, do your day's work, commute home, have your evening at home. So try to replicate that at home. So you have your shower as normal, you have your breakfast as normal, and then at 9 o'clock, you go and sit at your desk in your designated place. You're at work now. In your lunch break, leave your desk, go to the kitchen, have a change of scene as you would do at work. You would go to the canteen, or you would maybe go to the park. If you aren't isolating but you're just working from home, I think it's probably a really good idea that you have in your designated lunch break, if you've got big open spaces near you that are still open that you can use safely, get outside, go and have a brisk walk for half an hour, whatever it is, you know, blow the cobwebs away, come back home, sit back at your desk, do your work, 5 o'clock, computer turned off, lid down, that's it, you've done with your working day. and then proceed with your evening as you normally would, whether it's, you know, watching telly, watching a movie, cooking dinner. So that's if you're working from home. If you're self-isolating because someone in the family is poorly and it's not possible for you to work from home, but you're at home anyway, you know, try to still think of your day around that kind of working day type of schedule. So keep getting up at 7 or whatever time it is. Keep having your shower, your breakfast. If at 9 o'clock you would normally sit down to your desk but you can't work from home, at 9 o'clock say to yourself, right, what am I going to do today? I'll go to the allotment if you've got an allotment and you're able to do that. Or if you garden in your back garden, get on with some outdoor gardening. Find something to do. I'm going to talk about some ideas for that in another video. And then it gets to 1 o'clock. It's your lunch break. Have your lunch, get out for your walk, whatever it is. Come back to your desk in the afternoon. Again, fill that time with something. Like I say, I'm going to talk about ideas. Gets to 5 or 6 o'clock. That's the end of your work day. Now chill out, doing your telly. What do people do in the evening? I don't know what people do. I mean, we used to go to pubs, didn't we? Pubs, restaurants. For me, my evenings are about kind of listening to music, listening to the radio, watching movies, usually while I'm doing a bit of sewing or usually doing something on my lap when I'm on the sofa. So yeah, the big message here is try to make a routine. Try to have these sort of moments of discipline each day so that the days all don't merge into each other. You don't have that scenario where you're still in your pyjamas at 10 o'clock in the morning. Yeah, try to be as normal as possible. And just referencing back to how that works on the ward with our parents, there are lots of things during the day that the parents do. There are lots of sort of tasks they complete. All sorts of things, whether it's, you know, changing the bed, because actually the parents do like to do that. They want things to do because otherwise they just get bored and go out of their mind. Boredom is just so unhealthy. So at various points in the day they have very strict cleaning routines with the kids, as in washing. That happens at various stages through the day, weighing the kids, measuring it, all these things. They all have a whiteboard in the bedroom and they tick these things off each day as they get them done. And it's just those little points of reference in the day of, oh, I need to do something, I need to be doing this, that. And like I say, it just helps to alleviate that kind of miasma of one day blending into the next, days starting to feel like there's a total lack of purpose. A lack of purpose is really, really detrimental to our mental health too. So even if you have to invent something for yourself to do it. Give it a go anyway. Give it a go if you're stuck indoors at the moment, not because you're working from home, but because of isolating, because of someone else in the family. And even if you have to write something up on a poster on the wall for the whole family, 9 o'clock, this is what we do, 10 o'clock, this is what we do. Get the kids involved. See if there's something they'd like to introduce into the day. Yes, that's what I wanted to mention very quickly. So at the moment, our schools are still at school. It's looking increasingly likely that kids are going to be, the school's going to be shut. Don't want to speculate on it too much. If that happens, then I've got a few ideas to share on that score, but I'll deal with that if it comes up, if it happens, because otherwise I don't want to bombard you with too much. So one of the things I was thinking about, bear with me a sec. if you're stuck at home and you can't work from home and you're looking for things to do, I've got so many ideas. I think I'm going to just do a top 100. Da, 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 da. Anyone who's British will know what that means. In at number 100, the charts, the top 40 music charts for things to do while you're stuck at home. Learn a language. Yeah, how about that? Do something useful, practical, that keeps your mind occupied. The reason I was thinking about this was because a lady was commenting on one of my Facebook videos the other day. Facebook videos, that doesn't make sense. Vivi's going gaga. One of my Facebook statuses, statusi, I still haven't decided the plural of status, stati. See, that's something else I can do, look that up. She was talking about, it was after I'd been talking about social distancing and not kissing, and she said that she always likes how Richard from Richard and Paul does. She thought he was blowing a kiss, but I was explaining, no, it's sign language for thank you, Makaton sign language. So Makaton sign language is a slightly simplified version, well, it's a very simplified version of the standard British sign language. So I was looking up a link for Makaton for this lady. And I was thinking, oh yeah, it'd be good to learn a language, wouldn't it? Yeah. So, itchy schnozzle. I want to say a big thank you to all of you for continuing to watch my videos. Thank you. And generally just being wonderful, supportive, positive, fab people. And you know what? We need positivity more than ever, don't we? So, because my audience is global, I'm now going to rattle through. I've got to itch my nose first. Hang on. I am having this high dose vitamin 3, but it's still not really kicking in. So I'm still really itchy. So yes, I'm going to rattle through some thank yous. Now, I know thank you in quite a few languages, but I've learnt a couple more, so I've got my crib sheet. But let's start with the ones I know. Thank you. Oh, and like I was saying, God, I'm so distracted. Like I say, because my audience is so global, I'm going to try to include quite a few, most of the languages today. If I miss your language, I'm so sorry. Tell me which language I've missed and I'll try and learn that for the next video. But let's start with the ones I do know. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, just to say with Makaton, we always mouth the word too. Thank you. Merci. Gracias. Gracias. Grazie. I always want to say prego. Grazie, prego. Is it grazie, prego, isn't it? Yes, sorry, I'm distracting myself. Danke. Dankeschön. Danke. Danke will do. Chwala. Efharisto. Spasiba. Is that all the ones I know? Which others do I know? Okay, so now this is the ones I'm learning. And I think I should do it with a little nod because it seems appropriate manners. Arigato. Excuse my pronunciation. Oh, danki. Danki? That's supposed to be Afrikaans. Ah, dankuvel. Dankuvel. This is really hard. I'm sorry to my Polish friends, but I'm trying to get the pronunciation right. Dziękuję. Dziękuję? Or, for short, dzięki. Dzięki. Is that right? Forgive me if it's not. And my last one, this is really hard. Kusunom. Kusunom. That's Hungarian. Kusunom. Please forgive me for any of my dreadful pronunciation. I think I've gone through all the ones I know. I'm trying. So, to all of you, thank you for watching, supporting, supporting each other in the comments, for being positive, for spreading your positivity. Yay, we've got this positive thing. So for now, please stay sane if you're isolated. I'll see you again really soon. Cheerio.